Hey you guys, and welcome back. Today's video is a collab video. This is the top 5 high-end makeup brands collab. This collab is being hosted by All That Beauty with Lori. She is a MAB member for Middle Age Beauties. She put out a great suggestion for the MAB group and wanted to see if we all wanted to do a collab together, just talking about our top 5 high-end brands. So you guys know it's very hard for me to pick out favorites, but I wanted to do it, so I'm like, all right, I'll challenge myself to really try to pinpoint 5 of my favorite high-end brands. Now, what I consider high-end is like anything, like I always say, if you go into Ulta, the prestige section, obviously if you're in Sephora, I think everything pretty much is high-end there, but that's what I consider high-end. So for my first one, and each brand really is, obviously eyeshadows are my thing, so I was trying to go with brands that I do love the eyeshadows, because that's probably going to be the majority of the brands that I pick are because of the eyeshadows, but also a couple other things that I like from that brand other than eyeshadows. That makes sense. So the first one I came up with is Buxom. Now, I don't own Buxom eyeshadows, so I can't speak about that, but what I do love about Buxom, one is their eyeliner. This eyeliner is in Call Me. It's just a black eyeliner, but I love it for the waterline. This is just very creamy. It goes in my waterline and in my tight line, and it stays put. It doesn't run. It doesn't disappear after like an hour or two of wearing it. It really stays in my waterline for several hours. So this is the reason why I love Buxom. I actually found out about Buxom, I want to say really when I went to Sephora, when I started watching YouTube. Not that I really heard about Buxom too much, but I went in when I became, I think, VIB Rouge, and I got the discount and I wanted to go to the store. It was like during Christmas. It was the High Roller palette that they came out. There was like a holiday palette. So I purchased that, and I purchased a bunch of their, it was like a gift set of all their like mini like lip glosses like these. So that's what I first purchased, something from Buxom, and I absolutely loved it. I got this with the kit, and then obviously I tried these and I fell in love with them. So those are 2 of the big things. I do like their blushes too. I don't have a blush to show you because literally my blushes right now are all over the place because I'm testing them out. But the Call Me is a great, like I said, eyeliner for your waterline. And I love the Buxom lip glosses. I'm wearing this one right now. I do have lipstick too, but this is a topper. But this is in Sophia. But it's just a very pretty shade. I really love all of them. They're not too sticky. They have a little bit of stickiness, not a lot though, where it's annoying. And it has that cool, like pepperminty feeling on your lips. So that is one of my favorite brands. Well, that's the reason why Buxom is one of my favorite brands, is because of those, specifically those 2 products. My second favorite, and they're not going in order as far as from what I love the most to the least. It's just, you know, I'm just doing them randomly as far as my top 5 favorites. Is going to be Lorac. Lorac is a big favorite of mine because mostly of the eyeshadows. I do love their eyeshadows. As far as like where I first heard of Lorac, I really honestly, everything I probably heard was from YouTube, because like I said, I didn't know nothing about makeup, never really wore makeup a lot. I started watching YouTube, and that's, you know, like I said, really got into makeup that way. So I'm sure I saw something with Lorac, went into Ulta, bought something, loved it, and then it just obviously grew from there. But I obviously do love their palettes. I do own quite a bit of them, and I love each and every one of them. Their shadows are gorgeous. I love the way they blend. I love just, they're nice and just soft. They just last long. They're just beautiful shades. I love the fact that for their pro palettes, they do the 1 row of like shimmer and 1 row of matte. And in their Mega Pro, they do 2 rows of shimmer, 2 rows of mattes. I love a palette that has equal amounts of mattes and shimmers. So that is obviously the biggest reason why I love Lorac. But in buying kits and stuff like that, I've come across other items that I really like from them. And one of them is the Front of the Line Pro Liquid Eyeliner. I've talked about this before. It's a pen. It's just the tip is, you know, flexible. This is a swatch right there. It just gives you, I don't know, it just gives you such precise application for, you know, your eyeliner, especially if you want to do a wing. I just love it. It doesn't bleed, which is a huge thing for me. It doesn't smudge. It stays on. It dries really nice. So this is probably, as far as pen form, is my favorite type of liquid eyeliner. So I do love these. They do go on sale a lot at Ulta. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but sometimes when Ulta does the 21 Days of Beauty, you can get them for like buy one half off. So I will purchase them, stock up on them if I'm running low. But I really do love this eyeliner. The other item from Lorac that I've just actually, it's become a new favorite, a recent favorite. I did a Get Ready With Me collab through my MAB group. And what it was is the one brand. And I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it. But I chose Lorac. And so when I was trying to find all the products from the same brand, I came across, because I didn't have a full size mascara from them, but I did have a, I guess it's a deluxe size sample of this Lorac Pro and Fiber. And when I was using it, I had mentioned, like making a joke, but it really does, that it literally, the brush looks like a Christmas tree. The brush really is a very big brush. It does remind me of a Christmas tree. So when you're first initially using it, it feels like a tree is coming out your eye. It really does. But I have been using this since then. And I will say I absolutely love this mascara. I'm wearing it today. I love this mascara. If you can get past the brush being so gigantic, I think you would really like it. Because it does have the fibers, obviously it clings to your lashes. So it gives you that volume, but as it's giving you the volume, it really does lengthen your lashes. It keeps the curl really nice. I do use it for my bottom, so I really am absolutely loving this mascara. And I am going to repurchase this. I think it is like $20, $22, but for a high end, like I said, this would be, you know, usually it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara or the Tarte, what is it, Lights, Camera, Lashes or something like that. Those are my real two high-end, or my two favorite high-end mascaras. This is a third one to add to that because I really am loving this mascara big time. I really, really do. So, been very pleasantly surprised with this. So this is another reason why Lorac is my favorite. Alright, my third favorite high-end brand is going to be Too Faced. I love Too Faced products. I obviously love their shadows. Again, that's the first thing that I was drawn to when I first got turned on to Too Faced products. Again, probably from YouTube. But yeah, I love their shadows. I love their palettes. I wouldn't be able to say like what a favorite palette is, but I obviously love the holiday kits they've come out with. I think their packaging is adorable. I love obviously the chocolate bar palettes, their peach palette, just the fact that they have that smell of peach and the smell of chocolate in them. So yeah, I love it for those reasons, you know, just the packaging, the scent, just the way that the shadows wear and all that. I really am a big Too Faced fan. But alongside of just shadows, like I mentioned before, I do love their Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have a bunch of these minis or deluxe size samples. I don't want to take out the wand because I haven't opened this yet. But I've been a huge fan since I first tried this mascara. So I do love that. The other thing that I really fell in love with is their Bulletproof 24-Hour Shadow Aligner. It's a waterproof, long-lasting eyeshadow and eyeliner pencil. This is awesome for the waterline again. This, and I've used it already, but it is like a thicker, because it's a stick, so it's not a thin like tip. It is thick, but it's the same thing. It's very creamy. This stays in your waterline and your tight line for like seriously hours. You will not have a problem with it. This is, again, something I will definitely buy once I'm done with my other stuff because this and the Cool Me, as far as the brands that I have tried for my waterline, have been the two best products that have stayed in my waterline the longest without, like, you know, wearing off in spots or smudging on the bottom and smearing all over the place. It's just a fantastic eyeliner for my waterline. So that's another reason. And then the last one, I do love their blushes. Like I said, I can't really show you blushes right now, but I do like their blushes and stuff. But the other thing would be, I would say, is some of their lippy products. I do like these. I think that they're the buttercream or the La Creme lipsticks. And so these you can get on sale again. They always have a bunch of sales for these. But this is this one right here, and this is Lollipop. They're just so moisturizing, very comfortable to wear. They have a pretty nice pigment on them. They're just very comfortable. And the other thing I really like is their melted lipsticks. This is the Melted Metal, but I also like their regular melted line. And this is in Peony. But again, they just stay on. I know some people, this is like a hit or a miss for them, but I really like these. I really like the melted lippies. All right, number 4 is going to be Kat Von D. I got turned on by Kat Von D. Again, it was like the buxom thing. I basically went to Sephora when I had a 20%. It was during the holidays, and just looking around the store, and her little studded lipstick caught my eye, as well as one of her palettes. It was, I think it was the Studded Kiss palette. So, you know, again, I tried it out. I'm a lover of palettes. I love palettes. So when I look at any kind of makeup or any brand, that's the first thing that I'm drawn to as far as the categories of makeup will be either shadows, but mostly palettes. I will just always go to palettes. So I, you know, tested them out. I swatched in the store. I really liked it. So I'm like, all right, I had it in my hand. And then I'm looking around and everything, and I saw that she had a little set of these Studded Kiss lipsticks. Or is it Studded Kiss or Studded Lipsticks? And so I like the colors. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. And this is just one of them. This is in Wonder Child. But this is a great formula. I love her lipsticks. I have not tried any of her, you know, like I guess the liquid lipsticks she's come out with. I haven't tried any of those because I have too many lipsticks. I really am trying to work through them without really purchasing any new ones. But she is a favorite brand of mine as far as high-end. Her palettes, I love her eyeshadow palettes. I just picked up the Kat Von D, the Metal Matte palette, which is absolutely stunning. So I am very happy with her stuff and her lipsticks. And I'm sure her liquid lipsticks are just as much as great as her other stuff. I just haven't tried them yet, but I do always hear good things about them and see reviews on how people really do enjoy them. So she is number 4 on my list. Alright, if my lighting is a little bit off from before, I had to go out. We had something to do, and we've been outside for the past 4 hours. So, yeah, getting back to this. My last brand is going to go to Sigma. Now, I heard and learned about Sigma from watching That Girl Shay. She got me introduced to Sigma. When I think they came out, or first came out, she had their brushes. She was using their brushes a lot. She really loved their brushes. So I went to check them out. I did buy a couple of their brushes. I did fall in love with them. And then they started coming out with eye palettes. And I'll be honest, I really don't use the eye palettes a lot. And it's not because they're not good, because they are. I just don't gravitate towards them, but I do like them, and I have kept those palettes. But it's more I'm picking Sigma for the brushes. And I think that brushes are just as important as the makeup that you use, because you can have a drugstore eyeshadow or blush, and I do think that it's 50-50. I think it really does depend on, you know, some of it depends on the actual quality of the makeup that you're using. But I also do believe, though, too, it also has to do with the brushes that you use. I think if you're using a good brush that works really good, it can make like a drugstore eyeshadow blend just as great as a high-end eyeshadow. So I do think brushes play a big part in, you know, applying your makeup and stuff like that, and how your makeup performs. I do believe, like I said, that the brushes have to do with that. So, like I said, I picked Sigma, and I'm just going to show you some of my favorite brushes. I do use a couple of MAC brushes and stuff, but I would say the majority of the, especially eyeshadows, for eyeshadows, I use Sigma. My favorite, and I have it in every video, every Get Ready With Me or tutorial I've ever done, is the Tapered Blending, the E40. This is an awesome brush. I absolutely love it. I also like this one. This is the Flat Definer E15. And this one is just, it's just a flat brush just like that. And it's really good getting product like literally like on top of that lower lash line. It applies it great on that lower lash line. This is a great brush. This is the E30 pencil brush. And this is good for a few things. It's good to smudge out eyeshadow or your eyeliner on the bottom lash line. It's also good too if you have very like detailed or like a very specific or precise outer V. That's good for that. This is the Exact Blend E32, and this I usually use for my brow bone highlight. That's what I usually use that for. And this one, and like I said, I mean, there's several other brushes that I love that I use of this, but I mean, those ones are some of my favorites. And this one is the Winged Eyeliner E06. This one is, if you are a gel eyeliner, like with the, you know, like a potted gel eyeliner, you will love this brush. Seriously, it's so small. It has that angled tip. But I will show you what their other one used to look like. They actually had a little bit of a larger one, and they came out with this small one. I don't know if I can find it right now, but they did have a bigger one. And then they came out with this, which is a smaller version. But this seriously is an excellent eyeliner for wings, for gel liner, if you're interested in that. And another thing I will want to just point out for Sigma 2, which I absolutely love, is their glove for washing the brushes. And I know for some people it's like, well, that's like crazy, I just wash with my hands, and it's like anything else, it's personal preference. But I did get this off of the recommendation of that girl Shay, and yeah, she did a demo and everything, and I purchased it, I used it, and it works excellent. It really does cut my washing time in half. When I do my brushes, I usually just keep a small Bath and Body Works candle holder. I usually put all my dirty brushes in there, and then I do them all my brushes all at once. So it is a long process when I have to do it regardless, but it really does cut the time as if I wasn't using this versus just doing it by hand. The glove is excellent. It has one side is for like your face brushes, and then the other side are for your eyeshadow brushes. So again, I mean, I think they came out with the newer version of this. I think they have one that goes like on the sink, and they also have one that has like another little hand like over here. I was gonna get it, but I'm like, this still works great. There's no need for me to get something, you know, to get the other one. But I think they're like $20-something, and to me, they're worth every penny. I've had this, I don't know, for at least 3-4 years, and it works great. So yeah, those are my 5 picks. Like I said, it was hard because, like I said, when I think of brands, I normally always just go to palettes because that's what I really love. So I wanted to pick out, like I said, I do love Urban Decay, Makeup Forever. That was another brand that I was thinking about doing, and Viseart or Viseart, however you say it. I was going to pick that one, but again, those were really more for palettes. I wanted to pick something out where, if I did love the palettes and the shadows in that brand, if I liked something else too, so I could talk about a couple of other products other than just shadows, because I can talk about shadows forever. So that is enough blabbering. Lori, I want to thank you for coming up with this fun collab. I can't wait to see what all the other ladies are going to be picking out for their 5 top high-end products or brands. And that is it. Please go check out all the other ladies that are participating in this collab. I will go ahead and link their channels down below. And I don't know, well, this is actually going to be up on Sunday, so I'm not sure if there's going to be a new giveaway. But if there is a new giveaway, I will link that information down below for you as well for the MAB giveaway. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wish you guys a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.